I get asked a lot how I stay in the air for so long as Mercy. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jay and I share what life is like from a support main's perspective. I'm usually a bit more reluctant to share this. My intention isn't to gatekeep that type of information, but more so to stop people from adopting a bad habit when playing Mercy. To answer that question though, your super jump bar gets filled by this meter whenever you guardian angel to someone on your team or to their soul. The more this bar gets filled, the higher you can go or the further you are able to slingshot. All you have to do to stay in the air is hold down your jump or crouch button. This will then activate Angelic Descent once you're already in the air. I already did a deep dive on all of the controls I switched up to make this task a little bit easier for me, but as a refresher, I have my control set to one of my mouse's side buttons. This makes the task of hitting shift and control to GA and crouch or Angelic Descent so much easier. All of this information is also really important when it comes to certain raises, but we'll get more into that in another video. I know a lot of console Mercy players switch their buttons up to make this task easier for them as well, but I'm not an expert in the console department, so please leave your recommendations for someone that is a console Mercy and has some tips on which keys to switch up in the comments. So why am I reluctant to share this info or see it as a bad habit? You can get away with a lot in lower ranked lobbies or when you play against a team that doesn't focus you as hard, but if you want to improve or rank up, there's certain things you should know that you can and cannot get away with. Your life as a Mercy is extremely valuable. You have the ability to raise a teammate, which can ultimately win a team fight that can turn the tides and help you actually win a match. Constantly being in the air makes you such an easy target for anyone on the enemy team with the ability to aim. Even if you feel like you're not in the air for that long, you still leave yourself so vulnerable for long enough to end up in a random Widow headshot compilation. I know zipping around can be super fun, but as you climb the ranks, you'll start to notice that you kind of have to play back a bit more, and you won't be able to fly around as much. So how do you navigate all of this? There might come a point where you feel like a bit of a flossy, and it will feel like you don't have any impact. But remember, once again, your ability to stay alive is the impact you have on a match. You'll have to learn how to navigate strafing, hugging every corner and wall, and you always have to try and think 2 steps ahead of the enemy team to try and stay alive. We'll be deep diving more into positioning and how to keep up with gliders like 𝓜𝓮𝓻 and 𝓒𝓱𝓪 in other chapters of the series. But in the meantime, I hope this tip has been useful, and let me know in the comments if there's any other Mercy tips and tricks you want a discussion on.